How's it going, everybody? So I'm here with the TSE250R. I've already started to install, or pretty much installed, the G2 Ergonomics Throttle, quick throttle. So that's on with the Motion Pro T3 10-3000 cable. It's a nice cable. That is a nice cable versus OEM cable that comes on the bike, and it's all routed up through there and there and there and pull right out, because I already took the carb off. I already took the Keihin PWK carb off right there. So this time I did not undo the subframe. I just took out, somebody said you could take out the air filter and kind of move things around and it will come out. So that's what I did, and it did. So you don't have to, but if I need more clearance with the SmartCarb, you just take out the bolt there, and then on the one on the other side, and you can bend this back. Oh, you have to take the muffler off too, but then you can bend this back, and yeah, I mean, it's real quick to undo those bolts and give you more room for in between to get the carb in and out. But I'm really liking the throttle. There's enough room there. Let's take you to this side. So you're gonna have to angle it. So you're gonna clear right here, if you can see that, with this guy, with the adjustment. And you can do it. I don't have everything tightened up yet, but you can do it so it's close and that it clears. This is nice aluminum. I do have some new grips, so I'll put those on. And it gives you the option. Where's that pile? Oh, here it is. This is the pile of leftover. So they give you an anodized aluminum cap. So if you're not running full wrap guards like I am, then you can obviously have this scooted out. That would go on and be on the end. Put your grip on, everything's held together. There's an O-ring on there, so no dirt would go up under there real easy, because obviously the housing here. For some reason there was a spare plain one. I don't know if that was supposed to be in there or somebody packed it. I don't know if they give you two. This is a reducer, so in theory you can reduce the size to use the smaller. And I don't think you would be able to use the stock cable that comes on the GPX with the G2. I would just go ahead and order that Motion Pro T3 cable. But this is that extra bits. If you don't, if you're running a stock cable versus T3 has this nice end, this would thread in, cable would thread through there, and then that would be your adjustment. T3 cable's much nicer because you get that whole complete unit and you just twist it out, and then that's your lock nut. And the reason I'm doing all this is the SmartCarb. So SmartCarb came in, they write down setting, serial number, the rod, because there's different rods, and they did 79 clicks. There's the measurement for the overall in the idle set screw, and they put the date. So I mean, they write that all down, so you have a baseline. And I never had to do anything really much on my GasGas, just a few, change the clicks a little bit. But the carbs are the SmartCarb 2 is totally different. So you notice there's not all the hoses. Have to be careful not to drop this bad boy. So this is the 36 millimeter. The new GPXs are coming with 38s, but this will give better down low, and it's not as small as the 28 that originally came with them. So this is what they used to look like. I don't know if you can see up in there, but see, you have that other hose. So a much different unit. There's a hose on the other backside. I don't know if you can see that. There are hoses everywhere. This strictly has your, to empty the bowl and fuel going in. No other hoses that I see. So that's pretty interesting. So less stuff to deteriorate over time, and less things that get caught or be in the way. Makes it a little more compact is what I'm saying. So I guess we could take it over here to the Keihin PWK, and I'll kind of hold that up. It should be the same size. Yeah, same size there. We got all our measurements correct. Yeah, same size there. Oop. Don't want to get my jeans with fuel on it. I mean, if I'm eyeballing it, which is not scientific, this one's a little wider, but not much. You're talking very little. As far as height, let's kind of line them up here. I mean, I think it's fine. And how this is cut out, we're gonna find out on our clearances. But yeah, it should fit in here. I just worry about down there. Set that down before I drop it. I just worry about down here, but we'll see. If I have to, I can clean that off and put some silicone on there just in case, it would hit. But I think we'll be okay. The other part is this guard sticks really far out, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that can be slightly trimmed off. We'll find out. We will find out. Cables, stretch those back there. Yeah, okay, let's get to it, and I'll bring you back. So I got the SmartCarb in. So I got the T3 cable ran. There is enough room up in there by these wires. And really, there's plenty of room down here. Well, no, I can see light through there. That's really not touching, but, you might be able to bend this piece down slightly, or like I said before, just cut off that corner. But it's not touching. I don't know if you all can see or not. I can't see on the little GoPro screen. So I can see light through. It is wider here, so I did drop the subframe back and reached in and helped pull and got it in there, and it's in. So it's a tight fit, but it's in, and you want this pretty much, up and down. And I still put the boost bottle back on and route this guy, fish that through, and make sure you follow the directions, avoid potential flooding, keep the choke up and let it fill up, and then you can go ahead and drop the put it down to the closed position after it fills up the float. Fuel line goes right there. So I like how that is angled right off. Hopefully I have some fuel line, or I'll have to go get some. I think I still have some though, probably automotive grade, but hopefully it fits onto there. And I kind of wish they would just give you a piece of fuel line, right? Because a new fuel line, just be nice to have. But they do give you, oh, where is it? They do give you a fuel filter. Mine's brand new, so I'm not going to worry about it, but I do have an extra one. Toss that in the box. But you know how many people probably have problems, and it's because dirty gas or old fuel filter. So it's smart that they give you one. I have this adjusted how I like it. You might want more free play or less. You can move this out to have less. or you can adjust it down there, but there's plenty of adjustment still here. And on the carb side, it's all the way down. You can't see because of the boot, but it's all the way down. And yeah, I didn't really need to adjust it there because plenty on top. I'll just leave the adjustment to the top side. So we're not too far away from starting this. Just have to get on the air filter, which I'm just going to put the OEM one back on for now. I actually have another thing I have, and it's been sitting here for a while, a twin air. And the part number is 154116, KTM Husqvarna. And you know, it's for 250, 350, 450, 16 to 2020. So that's what you need for a name brand filter. I still have to, you know, lube it up, put it on, but I do have one. And no, I did not. It seems like mine was sealing just fine with the OEM cage. I don't know, people seem like, well, you should get the name brand cage because it will seal better, but it was sealing just fine. No issues there. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I noticed the OEM cable for the carb, and I probably will slide that up a little. Keep that down there. But the OEM cable, there's a point. I took off the plastic radiator shroud / guard here, and which is just 2 bolts. But then it's a Torx fitting here, bolt, and they didn't have it routed from the factory through the actual spot for it. So I obviously got that corrected. And it's just 2 bolts. I just have to put it back on here. But it's pretty easy to work on this bike. It's really not that hard, not too complicated. Things aren't really in too weird of a area. It's just funny, all the Torx used everywhere. Somebody went crazy thinking like somebody's gonna steal stuff off the bike. I prefer just normal bolts. Most of them are both 8mm and a Torx. But then you get some button bolts that are just Torx. And Torx. And a torque. At least it's both. But yeah, so that I find that kind of odd. And yeah, that's basically where we're at. So get back to it. Okay, the update here is, well, it's pretty much together. Fuel line's hooked up. Luckily I had some fuel line, and I went ahead and used the fuel filter they had. That way I didn't have to take apart the old fuel line. You know, I have it, so why not just use it, I guess. And I happen to have some clear fuel line that came with some type of tank at some point. And you know, it's all on, it's in there, there's room. So what we're gonna do is the first start. I thought, well, I should probably video this. So let's do it. I'll just have to find a place to sit you because I don't know where my tripod is. Okay, first start, turn it on. Make sure it's in neutral. Let's give it some choke. Might be a little cold. First starting. like it works. Real test will be going for a ride if you didn't hear me say that while it was running. I mean, that's the real test, but it seems like the settings are close enough. I can ride it, and then I can play with the clicker. So play with the clicker, as they call it, that's the adjustment on top. What you would do is you have the bike off, give it full throttle, bring the slide all the way to the top, and then you reach in here, which I'm not going to, yeah, I can just reach in, but I have smaller hands, and you push down on the clicker and you turn it. I believe clockwise is richer and counterclockwise is leaner. The manual will tell you, refer to that. I'm going off my memory for the GasGas. It seems like plenty of room with the carb with the 36 mil. I think the 38's the same as far as dimensions. It's just a bigger opening inside. Do you need the 38? Maybe if you're balls to the wall, top speed guy, you might need that. I mean, there's probably a reason why they went from a 28 to a 38. That's a huge difference. Going down a little, meeting kind of in the middle. 34 would be more of in the middle, but 36 went down. That should give down low grunt, and we'll find out how it works. So hey, thanks for watching this video. I don't need to show you buttoning it up. I have to go find the grips, my grip glue, and all that good stuff, and get at least the right side grip on. And I don't know, maybe I'll just leave on the left side for now. It's not bothering me. And yeah, just go from there. But yeah, button this kind of back up, and you know, get this adjusted where I want it. I think I want it down, it's too far up. Mash the other side. I kind of like mine down because when you're standing, you're going down steep stuff. I don't know, it's just, to me, works better. Plenty of clearance that way, won't even be somewhat of an issue. I'll just tighten this up and put everything back together. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm just rambling now. Have a good one, and take care and stay well, my friends. And get out there and ride.